From Denver 7, this is 7 News.
Up next, stay warm this weekend by thinking ahead to spring.
Still to come on 7 News Saturday morning, why you should start planning now for your spring landscape projects. We'll be right back.
But first, it may be the dead of winter in Colorado, but it is never too early to start thinking about landscaping, at least for your spring projects. Experts recommend plan now and plant later.
I like the title of that. All right, joining us this morning with more is Greg Bobich with the Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado. And you were saying this is really a good time to kind of dive into thinking about it because...
It is. It's a lot of time. This is the slow season for most landscapers. So what we like to try and do is plan ahead. It gets very busy in the spring, just with everybody calls, because it seems as soon as the bulbs start coming up, people start thinking, all right, it's time to start doing something. And by then, the backlog's there, so you end up waiting till midsummer. So it's just good to have a plan lined up and that kind of thing. But it's also nice because a lot of the nurseries are coming out with their new plants for 2008. So a lot of those are kind of the highly coveted plants. So we can have a lot of access to those before they're all picked through, and you can...
And as Dale said, plan now, plant later.
Exactly. It's a good saying.
And you've got, which people enjoy so much, is some before and after pictures for us.
We do.
That can talk a little bit about trends and what some of the possibilities are. So we'll put some of those up and let you speak to them. What are we seeing right here?
This was a job that we had done in Castle Pines, and this was the before picture. Basically, there was a patio and some old walls that were starting to crumble. And what we tried to do through this job is we used a lot of the materials that were there, and that was the after
I was
picture.
thinking before looked nice, but now I see what you were after.
This one came out really nice. It was actually there was an old water feature, and this job happened when the whole West Nile virus was going around. So they had an old stagnant water feature. So we basically came up with a real nice outdoor living room for them with the fireplace. You can use it all throughout the season, stay warm.
What are you finding is the new trend for, 2008? What are people looking for?
The new trend is definitely, I would say, the outdoor living rooms. Just so many people, it just seems like you want to stay home more often. This is another before picture, but just having your family close by and just so you don't have to drive places. It's great for entertaining. This is another outdoor fire.
So that was what we saw before, and then this is what's
and there's a big pool back there, and this is actually kind of a neat one. But we did taken a big boulder and core drilled it, and had a little fire coming out of it, a little fire feature coming out of it. So it came out really nice.
Is that all stamped concrete? Because it seems like that's the new trend.
It is. Stamped concrete is definitely one of the new trends. It's very low maintenance, multitude of colors, very easy to take care of. Just a lot of upsides to stamped concrete. There's a lot of other paving options out there as well, too.
And then given the economy, I know people have talked so much about home sales, and everybody thinks about down the road maybe resale. And this is what people want, is something that's, kind of has that polished look to it.
It is, and it's a great selling point if you're trying to sell your home. You can take people outside any time of the year. You can have people over. And the nice thing is it adds a lot of color, a lot of curb appeal, just a lot of visual interest, too, and just creates a nice place for people to join and kind of come together.
With conservation going on, are you finding that some people are trying to get away from having as much lawn as possible and doing border and edges?
We are. The lawns are definitely becoming smaller. You're going to see a lot, like we were talking about, more of the outdoor living spaces, flower beds, any of those kind of things, just to minimize the use of water.
And you guys have a great website that tells people.
We do. It is alcc.com. It's the Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado. It's a plethora of information on there about anything you'd want to know about landscaping. All the top-rated landscapers are in there, and it's a great website.
Okay, the idea is give you a chance to look and see what's available, and then get a hold of you guys and talk before the crunch time.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Greg, it's great having you here with us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and for more information, log on to thedenverchannel.com. Click on that big red TV button, and that'll get you all the details and fill you in on what we just talked about.
I'm just jealous I don't have a bigger yard to play with.
Concrete, huh? You must have been thinking.
All right, we need some.